I mean, you're not a lawyer, and I just want to make sure that you fully understand, and I want to answer any questions that you might have regarding any of the language in here.
Well, I would prefer you retain jurisdiction if anything were to happen.
If they
He just-
fight, which I would, you know, you guys are agreeing to dismiss your complaints and counterclaims, it says without prejudice, right, Mr. Gallup?
That's correct, Your Honor.
And you understand what without prejudice means, right, Ms. Mount? It means the claim could essentially be brought again.
Yeah.
Do you understand that?
Yes.
And do you understand that there's terms set forth here, and essentially you're agreeing to be placed on probation? I'll get real specific here, but you know, I do all these on YouTube, and we're on YouTube. Okay, everybody part of my docket is. So I don't feel really comfortable taking this off YouTube. I don't have to be on YouTube, but I do for all my proceedings, and I'm not going to change that here. I've looked at your conditional dismissal, and I see that you both signed it. And essentially, Ms. Mount, did you read this really carefully?
Yeah, I read it.
I didn't hear you.
Yes.
Yeah,
Not
but
carefully.
what's that?
Not carefully, but I read it.
Well, you've been fighting these guys for 8 months, and you're telling me you didn't carefully read this? I mean,
Yeah.
you filed more pleadings. I've never had this many pleadings on a landlord tenant. Let me just be honest with you. 32 years, 31 years plus. I just want to make sure you read this and fully understand every aspect of this. Or do you want me to cover it with you?
No, I read it.
Do you fully understand every aspect of this?
Yes.
I don't mean in a criminal sense, but you're on probation for 12 months and you have to comply with all the terms and conditions of what is contained in the agreement. And you also have to comply with the bylaws and the occupancy agreement and all other documents that govern Concord Consumer Housing. Do you understand that?
Yes.
And do you understand that if they think you didn't comply with something, that they can file an affidavit and then and telling the court why you didn't comply, and then you will have to file an objection for there to be a hearing. Do you understand that?
Yes.
So if they filed an affidavit saying you didn't comply with some aspect and you didn't file an objection, they're going to be entitled to a judgment. If you file an objection, we're going to have a hearing as to whether or not you violated any of the terms of the conditional dismissal or the occupancy agreement or the bylaws or articles of incorporation or anything else that govern Concord Consumer Housing. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Now, I'm going to hope, before we go on, that we're not going to end up back in here. This has been, and again, I first of all, Ms. Mount, why are you looking at the floor?
I'm just
I
thinking.
want you to understand, ma'am, since you're unrepresented by a lawyer, you have 3 business days to come in here and fill out a motion to set aside the judgment if you don't understand something. And you have 10 days to appeal. Those are the rules that govern entry of a consent judgment. I'm going to view the conditional dismissal the same way. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Do you have any questions for me with regard to any of this language in the conditional dismissal order addendum?
No.
So just for the record, I told you guys I took home all the information last week. You adjourned the motion for summary from last Monday to today so that you could talk further. I have the document here. I'm prepared to sign it. I just hope we're done with the case.
Your
I
Honor,
just really hope we're done with the case. If there's any petty nonsense that's going on either side, I'm not going to be a happy guy. And I'm going to go ahead and sign it. And we're going to go from there. Anybody want to say anything or ask me any questions before I sign?
I don't have any, Your Honor. I would just state that we did provide several drafts to Ms. Mount, and I made myself available to her, even though I'm not her counsel. And we did incorporate some last minute things to give her even more protections under paragraph 12. We extended the objection filing date by 21 days rather than 14 under the court rule. And we were serving her both by first class mail and email just to make sure that she would get it. I won't say 100%, but I'm very optimistic that the parties have reached an inflection point after going through this for over a year, that this is going to be a new step and a new chapter. And there are considerable protection mechanisms for both parties. And we incorporated Ms. Mount's thoughts into this as well. So this was not a project that just happened overnight. This was a work in progress over weeks.
I understand. Ms. Mount, do you have anything?
No, I just like to live in peace.
All right. How do I put this delicately? Because I don't want to say anything that's going to cause anybody to think that they're right or not right. I can tell you, Ms. Mount, if you did this stuff on your own, listen to me, look at me. You don't have a college degree, do you?
No. I am educated, though. I do have college under my belt. I was a writer.
I thought you did a really nice job.
Thank you.
I really did. Pardon me?
I've been fighting my whole life trying to raise kids.
I don't think law school, the problem with law school is it's so expensive. But you know what? There's grants out there. You never know. Don't waste your life. How old are you?
39.
You're a kid still. Don't waste your life.
Yeah.
You got some talent.
Thank you.
You really do.
Thank you.
I'm not sure, Mr. Gallup, that Concord has been, I got to tell you, I don't know if they're working on the mold remediation quick enough. Now, I don't know where they get all the money for this. I get the fact it's Section 8 housing, but this lady was displaced for 3 months. And something's got to work over there, man. Somebody's got some questions to answer. That's all I'm going to say about it. I've signed the document. I wish everybody well. And we'll go from there. I hope I don't see anybody again. Ms. Mount, if you ever want to go to law school and this case is over probation time, come talk to me. You got to wait 12 months, though.
Okay.
All right?
Okay,
Good luck
thank
to all
you.
three of you. Be nice to one another. Life is too short. If events don't tell us that, I don't know what will. Even when you're 39, you think you're going to live till you're 212. At least I did, and it's not working out.
And heart
Best
failure.
of luck to everybody. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Kelly Williamson, 2600754. All right. Appearances again.
Good morning, Your Honor. Carlise Rios Santiago standing in for Lowney, P89136.
Ms.
Kelly
Williamson?
Williamson.
Okay. What did you guys work out? Anything?
Yes, Your Honor. We came to an agreement of a consent judgment,
Okay.
with the total being $4,382.23. Ms. Williamson is going to pay or move on or before March 20th, 2026.
Is that true, ma'am?
Yes,
So you understand you either have to pay up or vacate by March the 20th. If
Yes.
you don't, then you're going to be evicted.
Yes.
Since you're unrepresented by a lawyer, you have 3 business days to come in here and fill out a motion to set aside the judgment. You have 10 days to appeal this. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Any questions?
No.
Anything else, counsel?
I do know that she is going to need the judgment in order to get some money out, so I'll be emailing her that.
Some money out from who?
My 401k.
Oh, I see. Okay, okay. So you can take that out now. I mean, why do you need it? Oh, because is that a hardship withdrawal probably, right?
Yes. Yep.
Because you're not near as old as I am, and I can take it out now if I want, but I get it. Okay, send that over. Does she have your permission to sign your name to this proposed consent judgment, ma'am?
Yes.
Would you please do that, Ms. Rio Santiago, and get that
Yes.
to me today?
Absolutely, I'll be filing it
Thank
right.
you very
behind
much.
you.
Have a great day, you guys. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you, you as well.
We have that other arraignment, is it ready yet?
Not for out there.
I don't see him out there.
Can I see it, John? Is that a writ?
No.
Is it a felony?
California has retained attorney. Oh, there's the attorney. I wasn't,
We gotta call, Brownstown, have somebody step in here real quick. Okay, John? Tell them we got the lawyer out there and everything. Do we have Mr. Bennett out there?
we do we let him in?
Yeah. Mr. Bennett, you can start your video. I don't know where your client is. Is he in custody somewhere?
No, he's not. He should be logging in if he hasn't logged in already. Is he not logged in yet?
We don't see him,
Okay.
and I'm not gonna be waiting a long time either.
No, he's calling in from California, so let me text him and make sure he's coming, Your Honor. Give me 1 second.
He didn't write any dates on here. Pardon me?
Give you, PCC dates,
No, it's all right. I'm gonna just do the
next Tuesday.
10th and the 17th. So what time should I do? 10 o'clock for the PCC? And then,
Coming in from California, yeah. I don't know, it's pretty nice.
Mr. Bennett?
Yes, Your Honor. Is he here now?
No, he's not.
Oh.
I'm not gonna wait very long. I'm getting
I
tired.
just talked to him this morning too, so it's not like. I'm ready for the
I
date.
think
so-
there has to be some unwritten rule out there that it's illegal to show up on time. You know that? I don't get it.
I feel like that all the time with every person coming to my office, everything.
I'm telling you, it's just ridiculous.
Well, my assistant's going to call him and make sure he's logging in, Judge. Sorry about that.
Thank you.
And did I hear you say March 10th for the PCC, Judge?
That's what I'm gonna do at 11. This is gonna be in front of Judge Hessen.
Okay.
She needs a couple minutes. She's got to read the report and she's got to pull it.
And that was at 10 a.m., Your Honor?
Yeah, I'll do that March 17th at 11
Okay.
for the exam.
Judge Hessen's still doing these on Zoom or are they in person?
She'll do the PCCs on Zoom. I don't,
Okay.
the exam, you're gonna have to talk to
Yeah.
if it goes to an exam. He's probably gonna have to, he's not
Yeah,
a
that's
witness,
fine.
so.
We'll probably figure it out.
Right.
Okay. My client says he's on Zoom.
You see him out there?
Oh. Can you confirm the Zoom ID with him?
What's the Zoom ID?
I'm not sure. His name is Emmanuel, so I'm not sure if it's, or Senu. I'm not sure if it's that or not, but he's definitely on. He might just have a random name.
Judge,
No.
let me see if he's in the other courtroom. One moment.
Okay. They're gonna check and see if he went to Judge Hessen's.
Okay. I only gave him this Zoom ID.
There's no
So.
one in the waiting room. He's not in here.
Why don't you have your assistant call and tell him our Zoom ID number?
All right, we have done, so let me double check, Judge.
Okay.
Your Honor, I just checked and he is not in Judge Hessen's courtroom. So yes, they may want to confirm. They may want to confirm your Zoom ID with him.
Mr. Bennett, make sure he's not in that, when you log into Zoom, you're in that like preview page, and if you don't hit a button,
Yeah, if
it
you don't
won't
click
take you
log in.
actually into the waiting room.
All right, I'll double check. He said he's in Zoom, so I don't know what's
Here he
going
is.
on. And
He's here now.
okay, all right, making me anxious.
Tell
On a
everybody
Monday
they're
morning.
on there, John. Text her and say they're on. I'm starting.
And Judge, before we start, I apologize for my attire. I didn't get back to my office to put a suit and tie.
That's fine. People against Emmanuel Gandanu, 2B700320. Your appearance, Mr. Gandanu?
Can you
Yes,
state your name, Senu?
Senu Emmanuel Gandonu.
And good morning, Your Honor. Samuel Bennett on behalf of Mr. Gandono. We waive
we have
formal reading and stand mute as it relates to the arraignment.
All right, so we have a charge of using a computer to commit a crime. And we have a charge of false pretenses, 1,000 or more, but less than 20,000. Those are 7 and 5-year felonies, respectively. You have the right to remain silent. You do not have to say anything. If you choose to say something in or out of court, whether orally or in writing, it can be used against you. Do you understand that?
Yes, I do.
You have the right to be represented by your lawyer today at all subsequent court proceedings, and if you ever choose to submit the questioning with law enforcement officials, you do have the right to be represented by a lawyer at that questioning. Do you understand that?
Yes, I do.
You have the right to a probable cause conference within 14 days. At that probable cause conference, your lawyer will discuss this case with the prosecutor. If it proceeds to a preliminary examination, you have the right to that examination within 7 days after the time in which you had the probable cause conference. If the preliminary exam, the people have to show that the crime was committed and that you were the one who probably committed the crime as to each charge. If they prove that, you'll be bound over for further proceedings to the circuit court. Do you understand that?
Yes, I do.
All right, probable cause conference. And you're going to be able to zoom in, I'm sure, I know, on March the 10th at 10 a.m. And you're going to have to address that. Your lawyer will. We've already talked about it, about I'm sure that she's going to let you appear even if it goes to a preliminary exam by Zoom, but I can't really speak for her. So, probable cause conference again is going to be on March the 10th at 10 a.m. March the 10th at 10 a.m. You need to write that down. March 10th at 10 a.m., preliminary exam, March 17th at 11 a.m. So that's March 10th at 10, March 17th at 11. You still live on Doty Avenue, apartment 25, sir?
Yes, I do. Doty Avenue?
Yes.
No, I've moved to 14922
Okay.
Halldale Avenue,
Spell that.
Halldale.
Okay, and that's in which city?
Gardena, California.
Spell that for me.
Gardena, Gardena.
D-E-A-A?
NA.
ENA.
Okay.
Gardena.
And what is the zip code there?
90247.
Okay. So PCC March 10th at 11, or 10 rather, preliminary exam March 17th at 11. I'll let you address bond. Did she come in yet or no?
She is not.
Well, all right. We should have had the detective here. I tried to get her in. She's not here. Go ahead and proceed.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, Mr. Gandonu has no priors whatsoever. As you know, he does live in California. He retained me a little while ago. We had plans to come in a little earlier, but he had some serious health issues that he's still dealing with. I have no concern about him showing up on time, being in court, everything like that. So I'd ask that you set a personal bond, Your Honor.
You entered the appearance on February 24th, right?
Yes. Yes.
So when did you find out? When did your client find out about this charge?
I think it's been just a little while, but then he had a lot of health issues. So I think we just postponed this until he was doing better.
15,000 personal bond. You can leave the state without consent. You cannot violate a law. You must appear in court as directed. John, ask her to come on here, did you?
Yeah, I texted her, I called her. She said she had to pull it because it wasn't her case.
Well, I don't believe your client was ever printed on this. That's going to be the problem.
Yeah, I kind of figured that would be. I wonder if I can send him fingerprint cards to do and send back to me and we can have those submitted. I'm not sure if that would be
Get the
okay.
detective. John, call.
Okay, I'll call her again.
I'm going to let her confer with you, but this is going to be tough.
I don't mind trying to figure that out, Judge. We'll get that sorted out.
I'm gonna let her zoom on though.
Oh, okay.
How long you been practicing, Mr. Bennett?
Since 2014. It'll be 12
I
years
prac-
this November.
I practiced for 11 years before I was elected in 94. And I have to tell you, I don't ever remember judges waiting for lawyers and police officers. Now I do wait for everybody.
I know.
Detective, your name?
Good morning again, Your Honor. Detective Crystal Tulas, Brownstown Police Department.
So listen, I gave him a personal bond. No contact with Christian Ledford or prosecution witnesses. He can leave the state. He lives in California. I'm concerned about getting him printed. Can you two figure out how we can do that?
I don't know how I would get him fingerprinted in California on this. Is he going to be ordered to appear for the PCC or the exam?
The exam,
Well,
yes.
It's not my case. I don't know. I would let him appear by Zoom. If there were prints, I'd let him appear by Zoom if he already had the prints taken, but he hasn't had prints taken. It doesn't appear. Let me just double check that. I don't have anything that indicates the prints were taken.
I don't
So
think
I'm
they
gonna
ever
order-
were.
I'm sure they weren't because this case has been lingering. I'm gonna have him do it by March the 10th at 10 a.m. And counsel, you're either gonna have to figure out through the detective and whatever else you can do, some means of having him printed, or he's gonna have to unfortunately fly to the state of Michigan or drive here, whatever he wants to do.
Okay. Detective,
All right.
could we do a fingerprint card and then you could enter that, or is that not possible?
We don't do fingerprint
You
cards.
just do live scan?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll do some research and I'll be in touch with you if we have an answer.
But sir, I'm ordering you to get your prints and photograph taken at the Brownstown Police Department by March the 10th at 10 a.m. Okay? So you may have to fly here or drive here, whatever your preference. I'm sure it's to fly, but I don't have any control. We can't send a case to Detroit if we don't have prints. All right?
Absolutely, Your Honor.
But I'll let
Cindy,
your
I'll help you
lawyer
with that.
work this out with the detective. I don't know whoever's going to be assigned. Thank you both. Any questions, Mr. Gandinu? Any questions, sir?
None for
I'm
me,
good.
Your Honor. Thank you.
If their discourse not such number like a mechanic representative.
Let's see.
Nobody rise. Never rise. You got a couple silent records that just come.
Okay. Harlock Holdings versus Benicia Yarbrough and all occupants, 2600686.
Good morning, Your Honor. Randy Levasseur, P41712, appearing on behalf of plaintiff.
Right, all right, Benicia Yarbrough, you need to start your video and unmute, please. Starting out already, huh? Benicia Yarbrough, you need to
Yes.
start your video.
Okay, I'm trying to turn it on.
Start your video, bottom left-hand corner of your screen, please. Where do do you have somewhere else to go today, Mr. Levasseur?
I'm simultaneously in another courtroom right now. Your
Okay, ma'am, your name?
Benicia Yarbrough?
Did you listen to and understand the rights on the video?
Yes.
Do you wish to speak to a lawyer or apply for funding?
Apply for funding.
You haven't applied yet, though?
I've been applying.
I'm sorry,
Yes, I've been applying.
where?
I've been making payments.
No. I'm asking you, are you applying for funding with any of the agencies that were mentioned there? Federal Help for Homeless Veterans Program, or for Homeless Program, HERA, Department of Health and Human Services. Do you intend to apply for funding through any of those agencies?
I had called, but I didn't apply yet.
Do you intend to apply?
Yes, I've been talking to someone as well.
Where?
It was some place around here. They told me like a church or something.
How much is owed on this, Mr. Levasseur? Just tell me the total amount right now.
The total is $5,631.93.
Did you listen to the agencies in the video that they talked about applying for funding with?
Yes, but I also was calling at the time then before I even seen the videos.
All right, I want you to understand my question. Do you intend to apply for funding through any of the agencies mentioned on the video?
No, sir.
Do you would you like to speak to a lawyer?
I don't have a lawyer, but yes, I'll talk to a lawyer.
I'm going to adjourn this 2 weeks. If defendant applies for funding, you have to provide us with proof of that within 5 days. You have to bring it up to the court. We will give you the number of Lakeshore. We're going to adjourn this 2 weeks, Linda or Jennifer, whoever's on this.
March
you can give me
16th at 10:15.
March 16th at 10:15. So I want to make sure you understand, if you apply for funding, you have to bring us proof up here that you've done so within 5 days. And they will tell you the number of the Lakeshore where you can call and seek advice from them. Okay?
Okay, and I also have a question. If anything changed, I can still go by the payments that I have agreement with them.
Say that again.
I said, if anything changes, can I still go by the past of what I agree, make the payments with them?
Do you guys have an agreement, Mr. Vassar?
My understanding is that she has worked out a payment plan for every 2 weeks with her landlord, but she has not signed the conditional dismissal that we prepared.
Was it sent to her? Was it sent to her?
We provide to the landlord. We believe the landlord provided it to her.
Do you have a conditional dismissal? Ms. Yarbrough, do you have the conditional dismissal?
I don't know if they sent it in the email. Was it sent in my email?
Well, I don't know either, but you need to check with your landlord this morning.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
In 2 weeks, we should be able to be done with this one way or the other. Okay.
Yes, and I also have another question.
Okay.
The total of that's partially was not half from me. That was half from when I was on Section 8, and I've been trying to get a hold to them.
Well, you better get on the horn with them today. Okay.
Okay, yeah, because I've been trying to get a hold to them ever since then, because it's been going on for a while.
Okay. So you need to call them today and check it out and see what you can do to get them moving on it. All right.
Okay.
Good luck. We'll see you on the 16th.
Okay, thank you.
Owners Management versus Robert Turner and Amber Wilcox, 2600688.
Morning, Your Honor. Attorney David Lechner, P number 67994 on behalf of plaintiff.
Good morning. Is Robert Turner or Amber Wilcox out there anywhere, Linda?
No, Your Honor, we don't have them checked in.
Well, this was scheduled for 8:30, and I give everybody 15 minutes. You can go ahead and take your default, Mr. Lechner.
Thank you, Your Honor. This was a complaint for possession for cause. So we would ask for a default judgment granting possession to Owners Management with a writ date of March 12th.
Okay. Okay. You can submit that. I'm going to ask you to try to get that into me this morning, okay?
I will do so, Your Honor. Thank you.
I think that's it for you, right?
It is. Thank you.
Have a good day. Thank you.
You as well.
Do I have Robert and Julie Audie here? Robert and Julie Audie versus Samantha Gorman and Ian Audie.
Your Honor, I don't have them checked in at all.
Well, it looks like they're out here.
Where?
Your names?
Ian Audie and Samantha Gorman.
Ma'am, tell me your name.
Samantha Gorman.
Is that a hat, sir, or is that your hair?
I'm sorry?
I'm asking Mr.
That's his hair.
Okay.
He thought it was a hat. Oh.
I don't have the plaintiff here, right?
Right.
I don't know if she's giving us more time and she's not going to show up. I'm not sure. It's his mom, so.
Well, I don't know. It's bad enough we got to chase around lawyers. They didn't show up. Case dismissed without prejudice. They can bring it again. Have a good day. Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you. Thank you, Your Honor.
But they both flat, just moving for remnants.
Where's the file? You got it?
This is signing record, he's not wanting you.
Okay.
They got a hold of 2 letters, she never got back to me yesterday.
Time to pay.
People against Stephen William Church. 24B147140. Stephen Church, start your video, state your name.
Church.
You got to tell me your name again, sir.
Church.
I'm not catching you. I'm hearing like church or something like that. Nice and loud. I need your name, the full name.
Stephen Church.
There we go. All right. You were supposed to pay all of it by January 30, right?
Yes.
How much more time do you need?
Maybe a month.
Where do
I'm
you
behind on my car payment and everything, so I'm trying to catch up on stuff. And I also have 3 children.
All right. You've been on probation for roughly 14 months, right?
Yes.
All right. I'll give you a month. Time to pay extended until April the 3rd. April the 2nd. Okay?
Okay,
So
thank you.
You have to pay your balance by then, all right?
Okay.
Good luck.
Yep. Bye-bye.
David Allen Powell, Q6F 703461. Lieutenant, good morning. Your name?
Good morning, Your Honor. Detective Lieutenant Chris Rembez, City of Flat Rock Police Department.
Raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear affirm under penalties of perjury that the testimony you'll give in these proceedings will be the whole truth, so help you God?
Yes, I do.
Okay, you can go ahead.
Your Honor, on 11/26/2025 at approximately 21:58 hours, Corporal David Goldsmith of the Flat Rock Police Department observed a gray Ford sedan traveling south on Telegraph Road in the left-hand lane of travel. Corporal Goldsmith observed the gray Ford sedan cross over the white fog line and return to the center lane of travel. He then observed the gray Ford sedan cross the yellow line into the turn lane and return to the left-hand lane of travel before getting into the left turn lane at the intersection of Telegraph Road and East Huron River Drive in the city of Flat Rock, County of Wayne. The gray sedan then made a wide left turn and began traveling east on East Huron River Drive near the parked vehicles on the south side of East Huron River Drive. Corporal Goldsmith effected a traffic stop on the gray Ford sedan near the intersection of East Huron River Drive and Seneca Street. Corporal Goldsmith made contact with the driver of the vehicle, David Allen Powell. Powell advised Goldsmith he did not have a valid Michigan driver's license and he was swerving because he was using his cell phone. Corporal Goldsmith made contact with the passenger of the vehicle, who was identified as Bobby Nicole Melton, who advised that she had several warrants for her arrest. Corporal Goldsmith queried both subjects in lien. Powell returned in lien with his driver's license showing revoked. Melton returned with several warrants out of several jurisdictions. Corporal Dane Hunter, also of the Flat Rock Police Department, who arrived on scene to assist, requested Melton step out of the vehicle as she was being detained on her warrants. Officer Charles Porter, also of the Flat Rock Police Department, who arrived on scene to assist, made contact with Powell and advised him he was being detained for driving while license revoked and for having several warrants out of multiple jurisdictions. Corporal Goldsmith requested our dispatch to have Adolph's Towing make the scene to tow the Ford Focus. Officer Porter then conducted an inventory search of the Ford Focus. Officer Porter located a small silver cylinder containing a crystalline substance resting under the parking brake closest to the driver's seat. Corporal Goldsmith then read Powell his Miranda rights. Powell advised he would waive his rights and stated the drugs were Melton's and not his. Corporal Goldsmith then read Melton her Miranda rights. Melton advised she would waive her rights and stated the drugs were not hers but were Powell's. All agencies advised and released on Melton's warrants, and she was released from the scene. Corporal Hunter confiscated the license plate from the Ford Focus due to Powell having multiple prior convictions for driving while license suspended, revoked, or denied. Corporal Goldsmith advised Powell he was under arrest for the possession of narcotics. While in the Flat Rock Police Department booking room, Corporal Goldsmith located a blue-colored glass crack pipe in Powell's front right pocket of his flannel outer shirt. Powell was then booked and released from the custody of the Flat Rock Police Department pending lab results. On 12/11/2025, I received the results of the lab test by the Michigan State Police Northville Lab. Isla Patel, who is an MSP forensic scientist of the seized drug unit, authored the report with the following findings. Item number 1, which was the metal keychain screw top container, contained 0.1435 grams of methamphetamine, a Schedule II controlled substance. Based upon the officer's investigation and the results of the lab test from the Michigan State Police on 12/23/2025, I forwarded this case to the Wayne County Prosecutor's Office for review and the charges which you have in front of you.
And does the defendant have a prior conviction for drive while suspend, revoked, denied on July 26 of 22?
Yes, Your Honor. It's on page 2 of his certified driving history out of the Southgate Court.
Based on your sworn testimony, I find the crimes of possession of a meth and drive while suspend second were committed. There's probable cause to believe the crimes were committed by the defendant and authorize the issuance of the complaint. Have a great day, Lieutenant. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. You too.
Thanks. Epic versus Jennifer. Epic Property Management versus Jennifer Perkins and Terry Henderson. 2600689.
Your Honor, I don't see any defendants here for that case.
Mr. Ingram, start your video. State your name, please.
Mr. Davis, do you have any?
Good morning.
Good
morning, Your Honor.
Your appearance?
Brent Enger for the plaintiff. I just
defendants failed to appear. Talk about Perkins and Henderson, so you can take a default.
Very good. Thank you, Judge. Just a sec here. Okay, so right now what I am showing is $4,182, and that's just rent. There is one $50 late fee.
Is that included or not included? I'd rather you not include those. So we have $41.32 plus $50 in late fees.
Well, no, Judge, I actually separated them for you this time.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's the $41.82 and then the $50 on top of that.
And what kind of court costs?
$223.56. So the total should be $44.55 and 56 cents if I did my math right.
Your Honor, we did just have an iPhone call in. I don't know if you want me to see who that is.
Who's on the iPhone? You have to identify yourself. Start your video, state your name, please, on the iPhone. Just says iPhone on there. Telling you guys, I'm getting done with doing all of these by Zoom. I'm just sick of it. iPhone, I need you to identify yourself. All right, well, I don't know what to tell them. They're not here as far as I'm concerned. Default judgment's entered. Writ date will be on the 12th of March.
Very good. Thank you, Your Honor.
And then I also have Epic Property versus Ashley Leday, 2600690.
Brent, take it for plaintiff.
She is not checked in, Your Honor.
All right. Well, what time are these scheduled? They aren't scheduled till 9, though. I got a little ahead of myself, so I give them 15 minutes. So let me just put these both back down here.
No problem.
And I'm going to have to wait. My apologies.
Okay.
Is Orland's Place versus Simmons here? That's up for 9. If one or both of the parties aren't here, I'll call it later.
No, well, we have the office manager for Orleans Place here, but we don't even have the attorney yet.
Bridgewood versus Davis, are they ready?
Now we have Davis, but we don't have the anyone from Levine's office yet. Oops. Sorry, Your Honor.
Well, I don't know what to say. Nobody shows up on time anymore. Fountain West versus Major, are they here? These are all 9 o'clock, by the way. I mean, I know it's only 9:07, but you'd think you'd show up by 9 if your court case is at 9. That's just me. I don't know why I would think such a thing.
We have to find out who that iPhone is again. They
I'm gonna
came
beg
back.
them to answer the phone. I mean, it's ridiculous. Our paperwork tells them to identify themselves. I don't know why they're getting on Zoom if they don't know how to use Zoom. They should be showing up. These people are all within the district. It's not like they're coming from What's your name, ma'am?
Tanisha Major.
All right, I'm gonna ask you to do away with the gum if you would.
Child.
What case are you here on? What's the so Tanisha Major, would you change that on her iPhone, please? So we know
Yes,
who
I
it is.
will. And Jen called Levine's office too.
Well, which one does Ms. Major have? What time is hers up at?
9 and it's 9:07.
And which apartment complex is yours, ma'am?
Fountain West.
Fountain West, Your Honor.
Okay, I see it now. Okay, well. Krista, can you call Mr. Levine's office? I'd really like to get going on these this morning, please.
Yes, I will contact him now.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Is Detective Tula's out there by chance on
No.
signing on records? I don't know.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. Judge, they're contacting the attorney now.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you. I don't understand this anymore. Let's go on Epic Property Management again. Do we have Ashley Leday out there yet, Jennifer? I'm sorry, Linda.
No, we don't.
And we don't have Perkins or Hen.
No, the only two we have are Miss Davis and Miss Major, and Miss Major's seeing the video right now.
Okay.
Those are the only two we have.
I'm going to give him about another 2 minutes, Mr. Ingram.
No problem, Judge.
All right.
Your
Epic
Honor,
Property.
someone from Levine's office just checked in. I just brought him in.
I'm going to take this Epic Property versus Jennifer Perkins and Terry Henderson, 2600689. All right, Mr. Ingram, your name again?
Brent Ingram for the plaintiff for the record. Your Honor, hello again.
Was it 4182 past due rent?
That's correct, Your Honor, and there was the $50 late fee on top of that.
And then the 223.56 in court costs.
That's right, Judge.
Total is 445556. Defendants failed to appear. Default judgments entered. Writ date will be March the 12th. Epic Property versus Ashley Leday, 2600690. Your appearance again.
For the record, Brent Ingram for the plaintiff.
All right. The defendant did not show up. Counsel, if they show up in the next 5 minutes, because I'm calling it a little early, it's 9:13. We're going to call you back, but I don't think they're showing. Go ahead with your default figures.
All right, what I have right now, Your Honor, as far as just the rent is $1,126.50. There is, in addition to that, one $50 late fee. And then there is court cost of $184.17, bringing the redemptive total to $1,361.07. And that would have a March 12th, 2026 pay or vacate date.
I thought you said it was 1,126.50 in past due rent.
Yes. Did I do my math wrong here?
Well, it would be 67 cents, right? You got 184.17.
Yep, you're right. Apologize, Judge. Thank you for catching that.
So 1126, 1176, 1276, 1356, 1360. Should be 1360.67.
You're right, Judge.
Okay, so I'll go ahead and put that down, and you can submit your default. And if somehow, some way, actually it's 9:14, that's close enough. You're all set. Submit your default
Thank you,
today,
Judge.
judgment. Writ date will be on the 12th. Thank you.
Yep.
Bridgewood versus Tila Davis, 2600694. Ms. Davis, your name?
Sheila Davis.
Ms. Lacey, good morning. How are you? Your name?
Good morning, Your Honor. Gabriel Lacey for Bridgewood.
Great to see you. It's been a long time.
It has. It's great to see you too.
You still
Sorry
can
about
come
my
back
late
and do
arrival.
MIDC work here anytime you want. I told you that before.
It
All
would
right.
be my pleasure.
Good to see you. Ma'am, did you listen to and understand the rights on the video, Ms. Davis?
Yes.
Do you intend to apply for funding, or do you wish to speak to a lawyer?
I do plan on applying for some of these resources on there.
All right. So I'll let you do that, and I'll give you an adjournment. I'm going to adjourn this 2 weeks to March 16th. We're going to give you the time in a second. You have to provide us with proof that you've made application for funding by the end of the week. So you'll need to bring that in here, okay?
I bring it into the court.
To the courthouse, to the civil department, all right? And we'll
Okay.
schedule this for March 16th.
March
at what-
16th, 10:15, Your Honor.
At 10:15 in the morning, okay?
March 16th at 10.
10:15.
Okay.
And you can
Okay.
bring it in here, you bring in your proof that you submitted your application for funding. Okay?
Okay. Okay.
Good luck.
Thank
Best of
you.
luck. We'll see you on the 16th. Fountain West versus Tanisha Major. 2600702. Your name, ma'am?
Anisha Major.
Ms. Lacy, your name again?
Gabriel Lacey for Fountain West, Your Honor.
Ms. Major, did you listen to and understand the rights, ma'am?
Yes.
Do you wish to apply for funding or speak to a lawyer?
No.
Ms. Lacy, you don't have to give me a breakdown. I'm going to ask you to give me a breakdown by rent, late fees, and then the court costs. You can combine all the court costs, including statutory attorney fees. But right now, how much is owed?
Right now, the total balance is $2,651.82.
All right. Do you agree that you owe that amount, and are you going to be able to pay that, Ms. Major?
Not today.
Do you agree that you owe 265,182?
Yeah.
All right. Why don't you give me your breakdown, Ms. Lacy, and we'll go from there, okay?
Sure. So the past due rent is $2,470, late fee of $50, and then the court cost is $181.82.
So that's 2,651.82. All right. When can you pay this, ma'am? They're entitled to a judgment with a writ date of 10 days out.
Okay. I gotta look at the calendar. I don't know what.
Well, today's March 2nd. The 12th would be on next Thursday.
Oh, yeah. Can we do the 13th?
Yeah, I can do the 13th for you. Can you pay some of it by the 12th?
Yeah.
Well, talk to me. Come on, talk to me. I'm going to try to help you here, but you got to talk. I don't want to.
I mean, 'cause I don't want to say like you ask me, can I pay it? Then you gonna say how much? I don't know how much because I don't have anything right now. I know I will have all of it the 13th.
Okay, good enough. Defendant to pay in full. The writ date on this one will be the 13th, okay? And if you can submit that today, that would be perfect. So, ma'am, just pay it in full by the 13th and you're all set. Otherwise, they're gonna submit an application for a writ, okay?
Okay.
Any questions?
No question.
Best of luck to you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Orleans Place versus Cecilia Simmons. Good morning, sir. How are you?
Well, how are you, sir?
Do you have a case for me?
Warrant to swear to.
Oh, okay. Is that on
No,
Quinn Parker? What is it, a search warrant?
no, domestic warrant. So I swear to it.
Did they set a file down?
They didn't. I was hoping to talk to you before I actually swore to it.
Did you give it to them?
No. Well, can I?
Go up and talk to Amy. Is Cecilia Simmons?
Okay.
She has not checked in, Your Honor.
Say that again?
She has not checked in.
Okay. Then you can go ahead and take a judgment on this one, Ms. Lacy. Your name?
Gabriel Lacey for Orleans Place.
Okay, go ahead and proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. At this time, we would be requesting a default judgment for possession only, where the outstanding rent to retain is $2,413. Well, let me strike that, Your Honor. The outstanding rent to retain possession is $2,338. Late fees of $75, and the court fees is $179.86, leaving a total balance owed of $2,592.86. We are asking for a pay or vacate date of March 12th, 2026.
Default judgments entered, writ date will be on the 12th, 2592.86 is the amount to be paid to save it. Great to see you, Ms. Lacy.
As always, same here. Thank you, Your
I
Honor.
hope you're doing well.
Yeah, I am doing very well and soon to be making a shift. So I'm very happy.
You're soon to be what?
Making a shift back to criminal. So.
Well, you going to come talk to us?
Maybe.
Come on.
I'm excited. I'm excited, Your Honor.
We'd love to have you, Gabe. Take care of yourself. Quinn Joy Parker.
Yeah, you too. Thank
Brent
you.
Coy Parker, 26B 725-807. All right, good morning, Detective. Your name?
Good morning, Judge. Detective Crystal Tulas, Brownstown Police Department.
Raise your right hand. You solemnly swear or affirm under penalties of perjury that the testimony you will give in these proceedings will be the whole true self you got.
I do, Your Honor.
Okay, go ahead.
Your Honor, on November 18th of 2023 at approximately 4:11 a.m., while in fully marked patrol unit 1821, Officer Bilecki was dispatched to the Sunoco gas station located at 21980 Sibley Road in Brownstown regarding two males in a tan Cadillac Escalade harassing customers. An area search was unsuccessful, and officers determined that this is a suspicious vehicle and individuals were gone on arrival. A short time later, at approximately 4:30 a.m., Officer Bilecki observed a white Cadillac Escalade in the parking lot of that Sunoco gas station. Of the Sunoco gas station located at 20950 Dix Toledo Road in Brownstown. As Officer Bilecki entered the business lot, the Escalade exited the lot onto northbound Dix Toledo. Officer Bilecki observed through the windshield of the defendant's vehicle that the Escalade was occupied by two individuals and that the front driver's side window was illegally tinted. Officer Bilecki followed the Escalade onto northbound Dix Toledo Road and observed the vehicle drift right of the fog line on two occasions. The Escalade then continued north on Dix Toledo Road until turning southbound onto the southbound I-75 entrance ramp. At that time, Officer Bilecki activated his emergency lights with the intention of performing a traffic stop on the vehicle for the window tint and improper lane use violations. Upon observing that the vehicle was not pulling over to the right, Officer Bilecki also activated his emergency sirens and body-worn camera and advised dispatch that the vehicle appeared to be fleeing. At the time of the pursuit began, Officer Bilecki was in Class B uniform operating a black-colored Chevrolet Tahoe patrol vehicle with black and white reflective Brownstown police graphics, which is also equipped with blue and white emergency lights on the front, rear, and sides of the vehicle and an emergency siren. The vehicle continued southbound on I-75 in a posted 70-mile-an-hour zone until exiting on to eastbound Gibraltar Road, posted 45-mile-an-hour zone, and turning southbound onto Fort Street, posted 45-mile-an-hour zone. In Brownstown and 35-mile-per-hour zone in Rockwood. At that time, the vehicle had entered a neighborhood eastbound on German before traveling through several alleyways. The pursuit reached documented speeds of between 40 and 50 miles per hour in the 25-mile-per-hour residential area. The defendant drove onto westbound Huron River Drive from southbound Lamont. Once on westbound Huron River Drive, the vehicle turned southbound onto Fort Street. From southbound Fort Street, the vehicle turned eastbound onto South Huron River Drive. While traveling eastbound on South Huron River Drive, Officer Waterworth in Unit 1813 reported observing an object getting thrown out of the passenger side window of the vehicle. The vehicle continued eastbound on South Huron River Drive until turning south at the dead end onto the U.S. Turnpike. While southbound on the U.S. Turnpike, the vehicle turned eastbound on a Strong before turning southbound on a Trombley. The vehicle continued on Trombley before turning back northbound on a North Dixie Highway. The vehicle turned westbound from the U.S. Turnpike back onto South Huron River Drive and continued westbound until entering northbound I-75 again. The vehicle continued northbound on I-75, exiting onto westbound Michigan Avenue. From Michigan Avenue, the vehicle entered on a northbound I-94 before quickly exiting onto Livernois. From Livernois, the vehicle turned eastbound onto Horatio and southbound onto Hammond before turning westbound onto Buchanan Street towards Livernois. From westbound Buchanan, the vehicle crossed Livernois into a parking lot before continuing westbound on Morton Street. While westbound on Morton Street near Gilbert, Officer Bilecki began to notice that the vehicle appeared to be having mechanical issues. The vehicle continued westbound on Morton at slow speeds until reaching a dead end and attempting to turn northbound down an alleyway with a steep approach angle. Speeds during this pursuit ranged from 10 to 100 miles an hour in clear to light traffic conditions on dry road. A log of the pursuit and directions were documented in CAD by the Brownstown dispatchers. Officers Waterworth and Fox also assisted and were in fully marked patrol vehicles and Class B uniforms during the pursuit. As the vehicle was entering the alleyway, Officer Bilecki observed a white male in an orange hoodie style jacket began to exit head first out the front passenger window of the vehicle. He ordered the unknown man onto the ground and observed him begin fleeing northbound down the alleyway. Officer Bilecki approached the driver's side of the vehicle, anticipating the driver to exit out the driver's side door. However, soon realized that the driver had hopped over to the passenger side and was getting out the passenger side window. Officer Bilecki observed a white male in a dark jacket and blue jeans, later identified as Quinn Parker, flee northbound on foot from the passenger side of the vehicle. Officer Bilecki gave chase and brought Mr. Parker to the ground before securing him in handcuffs with the assistance of Officer Fox. He was searched and placed in the back of Unit 1821. While communicating with Mr. Parker in the back of Unit 1821, Officer Bilecki noticed that his eyes were watery and his speech was slurred. While searching Mr. Parker following the foot pursuit, Officer Bilecki noted the odor of intoxicants coming from Mr. Parker. Due to the fact that there was still another defendant at large in the area, and because Mr. Parker had resisted arrest both by vehicle and on foot, Officer Bilecki did not perform an OWI investigation on scene. Instead, he transported Mr. Parker back to the Brownstown Police Department jail for the completion of that investigation. Upon arrival at the Brownstown Police Department jail, Officer Bilecki read Mr. Parker his Miranda rights or warnings, and Mr. Parker agreed to waive them and speak to Officer Bilecki. Mr. Parker denied taking any medication or having any medical conditions. He also denied that he had been the driver during the pursuit, and he admitted to consuming 4 or 5 beers prior to his arrest. Officer Bilecki administered the standardized field sobriety tests in the booking area at the Brownstown Police Department jail. Each test was explained and demonstrated prior to the administration. During these tests, Officer Bilecki did not observe any indicators on the horizontal gaze nystagmus, but during the walk and turn, he observed that he was unsteady on his feet, stepped out of the starting position during the instructional phase, missed heel to toe, and turned improperly. On the one leg stand, he observed that he had dropped his raised foot to the ground on one occasion. Mr. Parker was read his PBT rights and refused to provide a breath sample. He then refused a chemical test after being read his chemical testing rights off the DI 177 form. A search warrant for Mr. Parker's blood was subsequently obtained and approved by APA Blomers of the Wayne County Prosecutor's Office and was sworn and signed and authorized by Your Honor. Officer Bilecki transported Mr. Parker to the Henry Ford Brownstown Hospital, where a blood draw was completed. Following the blood draw, which was completed according to the MSP lab kit instructions, it was transported back to the Brownstown Police Department and sent to the Michigan State Police Laboratory for analysis. While awaiting that blood result, follow-up investigation was done to determine whether or not Mr. Parker was the driver. Sergeant Smith went to the gas station located at 20950 Dix Toledo, where he was able to speak to witnesses and review, who I believe reviewed surveillance footage. The witness, who was an employee at the gas station, was able to say that the passenger that had been inside the Escalade that was stopped by Officer Bilecki was a skinny white male with a beard wearing a t-shirt or tank top that was light colored, and that person in the passenger seat had a spiderweb tattoo on his elbow. Mr. Parker did not have any spiderweb tattoo on his elbows, only had a mustache and chin hair, not a beard, and he was arrested wearing a dark colored t-shirt, which led Officer Bilecki to believe that Mr. Parker had indeed been the driver. Subsequently, the MSP lab results came back. The blood results showed that Mr. Parker had a BAC of 0.07 grams of alcohol per 100 milliliters of blood. Mr. Parker has previously been convicted twice of operating while intoxicated offenses. The first on January 20th of 2021 out of the 33rd District Court. He was convicted of operating while intoxicated, which he pled guilty to. And then again on December 9th of 2020 out of the 33rd District Court, he pled guilty to operating while intoxicated.
His license was suspended, I believe you said, correct?
Yes, I'm sorry. It was revoked at the time of his arrest with 2 prior alcohol-related convictions.
Based on your sworn testimony, the court finds by a probable cause standard that the operating while intoxicated was committed. There's a sufficient information to enhance giving rise to the OWI third offense notice, given the fact that he has the 2 prior alcohol-related convictions as described. Also, that the defendant committed the crime of flee and elude fourth and drive while suspend, revoke, denied. Court finds there's probable cause. I'm changing the date. You sent it in February 27th, it looks like. At least that's the day you signed it. And of this year. And then I'm changing that date since we did the signing on record today, March the 2nd. Out of curiosity, when was this submitted to the prosecutor's office?
Your Honor, it looks like it would have been submitted on, at least according to the investigator's report, on November 19th. And we just received
November 19th of what year?
I'm sorry, 2023, and we just received the prosecutor's signed warrant pack back on February 25th of this year.
So they didn't send, it took them roughly 16 months. Okay. I'm putting it in lien. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Your Honor. Have a good day.
You too. Thanks a lot. Jared Miracle. Jared Andrew Miracle, 20T-635-153A, 20T-635-153B.
Good morning, Your Honor. Attorney Corey Westmoreland, appearing on behalf of Mr. Miracle. Mr. Miracle will give the following for the record. My name is Gary Andrew.
To what do we owe this in favoring with us with his presence today on a case out of 2019?
Your Honor, I would like to know that Mr. Miracle was in custody in about 66 months.
Oh, actually, we have another one at 18F225650B.
I believe he was.
Did you have proof that he was in custody for 66 months?
I got a DOC card, who called my parole officer. I don't have any proof on him. No.
When did you get out?
July 15th
What year?
this year.
25.
Wait.
Why did it take you 7 months to come in here?
That just now started a decent job. They got to working, wasn't making some money. Got money to bring in. I got paycheck stuff to show.
Does he stand mute and waive formal reading, at least on the OWI, and drive while suspend?
That's correct, Your Honor.
What was he in custody for 66 months for?
I believe attempted robbery.
Paul, if I said to around a lot,
It's not good.
I was getting bad life. Pretty sure last time I think he told me I would end up going to jail for a lot sooner or later.
Well, I mean, I wasn't wrong, was I?
No, but it saved my life though.
What's that?
It did save my life though.
Does he have the money to pay on 18F225650B?
Your Honor, he has $300 cash to put today.
Thank you.
And he gets paid on Thursday.
So if he would have written me a letter, I would have given him credit for his time served on the criminal charge where he hasn't paid it. So I will do so here.
Explain that to him. Yeah, no.
I was unadvised, even through the whole trial in Mineral County. Nobody else brought this county up at all.
I don't know why they would have been worried about this case when you were facing robbery unarmed. Okay.
Well, I mean,
I've been talking about the drive while suspend that you owed money on. How many drunk drivings have you had?
That's only already got that. I driving suspended. And they're all before the permission.
Give me 1 second here. 10%, no contact with prosecution witnesses, no alcohol, no marijuana, no illegal drugs. You cannot leave the state without the consent of the court or violate a law. You must appear in court as directed. I will give you a pretrial date. Pretrial date will be March the 26th at 10:45 a.m. Where do you work?
Metro cleaning.
If you can't afford your own lawyer, then
You feel other protection.
yeah, okay, good enough. So I'll look at that and I'll determine whether or not I'm going to appoint you a lawyer. Do you understand? Don't play this game with me. With not showing up. Do we understand?
I'm sure I'm a changed man. Judge.
All right, what do you have here, John?
Where did you meet with Sharp?
So you're gonna go down the hall, sir? You are going to get your notice and we'll go from there, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thanks a lot. Oh, I'm sorry, John, this one too. Are you ready to go on this?
Put it up there.
Adam Samaj Amistad Carlisle, 26B 722-447. Is this yours?
No, sir. Adam Carlisle.
Yeah,
Oh, it's not, I'm sorry. Your Honor.
that's all right. Okay, your name?
Sergeant Eric Mott. All right, stop this.
Okay, Sergeant, raise your right hand. You solemnly swear affirmative penalties of perjury that the testimony you'll give in these proceedings will be the whole truth self you got.
I do.
Okay, go ahead.
On October 6, 2022, at approximately 16:16 hours, Officer Mott was dispatched to the lobby of the Brownstown Police Department for a walking domestic violence complaint. The venue for this incident is 22237 Armstrong Avenue, Brownstown Township, Wayne County, Michigan. The incident occurred on October 1st, 2022, at an unknown time. The victim in this incident is Emily Ferguson, a white female born 8/16 in 1999. She resides at 17652 Harlan Street in Melvindale. Suspect is Adam Carlisle, black male, 12498, and the 22237 Armstrong Ave, Brownstown. Ferguson and Carlisle were in a former intimate dating relationship for 4 years. They had no children in common, and they used to reside in the same household. I interviewed Ferguson in our lobby, and she stated on Saturday, October 1st, 2022, she was physically assaulted by her ex-boyfriend, Carlisle, at his residence. Ferguson stated they were.
Why did she come into the police department?
She came to the police department in October. The incident occurred on October 1st. She came in on October 6th.
Of 22?
Yes, sir.
So why is this taking so long?
So I only discovered that this warrant was in PBK about a week ago. I was doing an audit.
What's PBK?
The Wayne County prosecutors, where you submit your cases. You submit them online
It
through.
looks like they approved it on December 17th of
They did.
22.
They did. I did not discover that this was a
Okay,
warrant
okay.
until a
All
week
right,
ago.
go ahead.
Ferguson stated that they were arguing about ongoing person-marriage relationship when he, Carlisle, grabbed and body slammed her onto a couch. After doing this, Ferguson stated Carlisle grabbed her by her ankles and pulled her off of the couch. Ferguson stated Carlisle then started to throw boxes and dresser drawers at her. Some of these dresser drawers and boxes did strike her, causing injuries to her body. After the assault, Ferguson stated she went upstairs to get Carlisle's cousin so he could be in the room with Carlisle and herself. Instead of doing that, Carlisle and his cousin left the residence. Ferguson then took this time to collect her belongings and her animals, and she left the residence. Ferguson stated she was initially reluctant to report this assault, but after speaking with her family, she wished to file a police report. I attempted to contact the suspect Carlisle by phone twice in regards to this incident, and he did not respond to my phone calls. The victim sustained several injuries to her person because of this incident. These injuries include bruising to her right bicep and tricep, her back, and her left side. Ferguson also reported to me that she had injuries to her groin area, however, I did not observe these while I was speaking with her. I took pictures of visible injuries to Ferguson, and the pictures were saved to a DVD. Ferguson also took pictures of herself on the day of the assault. She emailed those to me, and I attached them to the DVD as well. Carlisle was run through lien and he was found to have no criminal history.
All right, based on your sworn testimony, I find the crime of domestic violence was committed. There's probable cause to believe the defendant committed the crime. I'm going to put down an interim bond of 200. I think in fairness, though, that you should at least call and leave a message for them and tell him that he should surrender himself, that a warrant's been issued on this, okay?
Yes, sir.
Have a great day. Thank you. All right. Baldwin House. Baldwin House versus Donald Simons, 2600699. Good morning, Mr. Butchart.
Good morning, Your Honor. Brian Butchart, P66250 for the plaintiff.
Is Donald Simons here? Donald Simons here, Linda.
I have not had him check in.
He's supposed to.
Let's go on to James Edwards. Is James Edwards here?
So you should be at 0.
No, he did not check in either, Your Honor.
Okay.
Is anybody here? Give me 1 second, Mr. Butchart. Peninsula Ridge versus Jody Jackson. She's here. I'm going to give everybody 15 minutes. You're close. I'm going to do this one and I'll come back to you.
Thank
Peninsula Ridge versus Jody Jackson, 2600705. Ma'am, you have to start your video. Tell me your name or your name.
Jody Jackson.
Good morning, Mr. Ingram.
Brent Ticker for plaintiff. Hello again, Your Honor.
Did you listen to and understand the rights on the video?
Yes.
Did you wish to speak to a lawyer or apply for funding?
I've already applied for funding and I do not wish to speak to a lawyer.
Okay, who'd you apply for funding with?
Through the SCR, State Emergency Relief through the state of Michigan.
We're gonna adjourn this to March the 16th at 10:15, Linda.
Yes, Your Honor.
And you have to provide us with proof that you did that within 5 days, okay?
Yes, sir.
So bring it up here if you would.
Okay, and then I'll have another hearing on March 16th.
Correct.
Okay, will do.
And then you'll find out from them in the interim why or whether or not you got funding, okay?
Thank you so much.
Have a good day. Good luck.
Thank you.
I think that's it for you, right, Mr. Ingram?
I do actually have 2 other 930s with Red Hawk. There's Taylor.
Okay,
and
I'm gonna do the Baldwin House ones and then I'll come back on those. How's that? Baldwin
good,
House versus Donald Simons, 2600699. Close enough. Time you get done here, it'll be 9:44. You can go ahead, Mr. Butchart.
Thank you, Your Honor. Again, Brian Butchart, P66250 for the plaintiff. Your Honor, at this time, plaintiff is requesting entry of a default judgment for possession only. Amount of rent to retain possession is $2,078. We have court costs of $178.54, bringing the total to $2,256.54. Those numbers do include, of course, the March rent and seeking a redemption date of March the 12th.
How much were the late fees?
Judge, on no late fees on either of my cases today.
Okay, 2,256.54 is the amount.
Correct.
Default judgment will enter in favor of the plaintiff and against the defendant. The writ date will be on the 12th of March of 26. Baldwin House, and for the record, it's 9:44. And this was scheduled for 9:30. Baldwin House versus James Edwards, 2600700. Will this be a default?
Yes, Your Honor. For possession only, rent to retain is $1,137. We have court costs of $178.54. Total $1,315.54. Seeking a writ date of March the 12th.
All right, and I just need your appearance again.
Sorry, Brian Butchart, P66250 for the plaintiff.
Defendant failed to appear. Default judgment is entered. Writ date will be March the 12th of 26. The amount to be paid to save it from the issuance of the writ is $1315.56. Have a great day, Mr. Butchart.
You as
Thank
well, Judge. Good to see you.
Red Hawk Landing versus Christian Dew, 2600706. Your name, ma'am? You have to unmute.
Christian, do you?
All right, Mr. Ingram, your appearance.
Brent Ticker for the plaintiff.
Ma'am, did you listen to and understand the rights?
Yes.
Do you intend to apply for funding or would you like to speak to a lawyer?
Neither. We actually don't qualify for funding.
All right, Mr. Ingram, why don't you tell me what is due here?
Sure. As far as just rent, it's $6,578.73. That includes March. There then would be $170 late fee on top of that. And then there's court cost of $184 and 17 cents.
All right. 6638, 6630, no, 6648, 6748, 6832.90. Is that right?
That's what I've got too, Judge.
Default judgment. I'm sorry, ma'am. Can you pay this amount?
So I did try to act on good faith on February the 11th to pay the January. Shauna DeCrisco, who's the leasing manager, is very well of our situation because I had been in the Mayo Clinic for the whole month of January. And I'm on long term. And 2 weeks after returning from the Mayo Clinic, my husband, who works for Lowe's Home Improvement, suffered an at-work injury that required immediate surgery. I sent her a very lengthy email trying to make good on the faith. She refused my $2,073 payment, stating that if she did it for me, she'd have to do it for others in response to my email. I also had a letter of good faith of more funds coming in that would be about the middle of February, and that was denied as well. So our lease is actually up on April the 9th. And if they take all of this money from us, we have no money to move anywhere else because unfortunately this has become our situation. I have reached out to multiple sources who state that we don't qualify for the income because we are not out on the street. We're not veterans. We don't have minor children in the home. And so
let me ask you a question, ma'am. How much were you going to give her in February? At one point in January, you were going to give her $2,073, right?
Yes. And in February, the other $2,073, I asked could she please waive the legal fees and work something out with me.
That's only $75.
No, my legal fees are well over almost $300 in legal fees is what's been added to my ledger.
Well, that's the court costs, though. They had to pay
Correct.
for that.
Right.
That includes court costs. You
Right.
still have
So
that hang on. You still have that $4,146 that you were going to pay her that she refused?
I do, yes. And I know our lease is up on April the 9th, and unfortunately, we can't stay here because of our situation. Our rent is almost $500 more over the last 2 years. So we are going to relocate back to my home state. I've tried to do this with, to make it very simple.
I listen to me. Hang on. I am very sympathetic to what you're going through. The problem is that I can't expect them to let you live there for free.
I'm not trying to live here for free, sir.
Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give them their judgment, and that's going to be for $6832.90 after hearing. And if you pay $41.50 by March 12th, writ date extended until March 26th. I can do that for you.
Okay.
So if you pay $41.50 by March the 12th, I'll extend the writ date till the 26th. You'll have to pay the rest of the rent by the 26th or vacate by the 26th. If you miss the first payment of $41.50 on March 12th, they're going to be evicted, or so you'll have to vacate if you're not going to pay that.
Understood.
Okay, do you fully understand everything?
Yes, sir, I do understand.
Do you have any questions?
No, sir, I do not.
I wish you well, really do. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Red Hawk versus Kenya Taylor, 2600707. Good morning, Ms. Taylor. Your name? You're muted.
Good morning, Kenya Taylor.
Mr. Ingram, your appearance?
Front taken for plaintiff.
Did you listen to and understand the rights, Ms. Taylor?
Yes.
Do you wish to apply for funding or speak with a lawyer?
I'm going to definitely apply for funding after this, but I don't need a lawyer.
All right, I'm gonna adjourn this then. You're entitled to a 2-week adjournment. I'll adjourn it to March the 16th at 10:15. Listen very carefully. You have to provide us with proof that you've made application for funding within 5 days.
I
So, yeah.
already did it. Okay, I could do that. And I'm laid
Okay.
off and I have the papers for that too. I'm laid off.
Hang on, slow down. So you just bring it up to the courthouse this week. Provide them with proof that you made that application. This will give you an adjournment until March 16th at 10:15. Okay?
Okay.
Any questions?
No, sir.
How much is owed, Mr. Ingram? Wait, don't go anywhere, ma'am.
No, I owe February
tell
rent. I owe February rent and before we.
You owe March rent now too.
I know I owe March rent, but I didn't have the court fee. This court fee is $230. I had my rent though, but I still got pushed. I might as well go to court since y'all charging me $230.
Slow down. Tell me the total amount owed, Mr. Ingram. I don't need a breakdown.
Of course, Your Honor, 46, 13, and 59 cents, and that includes court costs and $170 late fee.
And so that's what you owe. That includes the March rent. You agree with that?
Yes, but March isn't late yet, so it shouldn't have a late fee. March is late after the 3rd.
I don't think he charged you for
fee.
March. You didn't charge for March a late fee, did you, counsel?
No, that's a previous one, Judge.
Yeah. Okay, but the rent is, okay, so that's the amount you're gonna have to come up with between what you acquire with funding and what you can pay on your own. I wish you well. We'll see you March 16th at 10:15. Make sure you bring up that proof. Good luck to you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Do we have anything else?
Sharp is.
At 10 o'clock, Your Honor.
Giving the Haynes.
I got nothing till 10.
Not on civil, you don't.
Haynes is here.
We'll say this, we'll roll on the docket.
Have a
He's
good
our
day,
counsel
Judge.
attorney.
Hey, you too, Mr. Ingram. Thank you.
Attorney.
Or probation attorney.
What, do
Probation attorney.
I have a case now?
So we have nothing now.
No, I mean with Haynes.
Unless he's Judge Hudson's probation attorney. Faraj Sharp is here on a jail report, but I think you wrote in there if he complies. He has been here since 8:30.
Where's the,
I don't know
The
where.
files in the hallway office for Mr. Haynes is supposed to be per will. He wrote it on the sheet. I'll call and see if he's.
okay. I didn't think I had a probation docket today.
You don't.
It's
You
got a-
scheduled this back in October. I don't know that it even needs a commitment, honestly.
But yeah, I need to look at the file. Can somebody grab me the,
I'll go grab it. No one's answering that phone. So obviously, it must have been here.
so I might see that he's done what he's supposed to do. Maybe.
I think he's compliant. And yes, Judge, I don't know if you saw my head now. We did a summons on that.
Did a what? Summons. Okay, yes, I did. I just wasn't sure and I didn't want to forget about it.
How was the weekend?
Good. Good. How about yours?
I'm raising. Gaining.
Well, keeps you out of trouble. Yeah, I'll take a look. I doubt it. If he's done everything. How you doing there, Mr. Sharp?
I'm good. Oh, do you want me to come up?
Not yet. Let me just take a quick peek at your file here, okay?
Yes, sir.
Thanks, Jim.
Yep. He's not in there, so.
All right. Come on up here, Mr. Sharp. Faraj Sharp, 24G 700-688. How you doing, Mr. Sharp?
I'm doing good today.
Your name?
Sharp.
So I sentenced you on a probation violation. I actually extended probation for a period of 6 months. I said you were to serve 30 days jail commencing on March the 2nd. Defendant to appear for that person. Court will suspend if defendant compliant. Were you compliant?
Yes, sir.
I think at some point I revoked your 7694A status, did I not?
Think so.
Let's see. Jeez.
Yeah, status revoked on July 3rd.
What are you doing now?
I am a truck driver and a video game.
And what?
And video game tester.
Video game tester.
Yes, sir.
What do you mean by that?
So, say like a PS6 comes out, like PlayStation 6, they'll send it to me, I can test it, and if everything is good, no bugs or anything, I get to keep it.
Hey, stay out of here, will you? I mean, I'm going to suspend your jail term. They say you're compliant. You did everything, so I'm not going to make you serve the 30 days, but stay out of here, will you please? Unless you come in here on a jury, or you become a police officer. Thank you. Have a good day. Good luck. So stay out of trouble. It looks great. I tried to call state. I got to call the state bar. I tried to call. Well, I'll tell you. Yeah. Okay. Do I have here Tanglewood versus Diane Dickinson, 2600695?
Hi, Judge. You know what? She just checked in and I have not been able to show her the video yet. So I was going to go ahead and take her in another room to do that. Is that okay?
Go ahead. And I'm just going to.
Because I'm still.
You're muted, so I can't hear a word you're saying. Ms. Kingsley, your appearance?
Okay. Are we good now?
We are, ma'am. Your name?
Diane Dickinson.
Ms. Kingsley, your appearance?
Is that?
He's talking to the attorney.
Oh.
Looking for the attorney, I think.
Linda, where's Miss Kingsley at?
She's not in a breakout room. I don't know why she's not answering.
Miss Kingsley. Do I have anything else? Which one do I have? Can you hand me those 1030s? There you are. Your appearance?
Good morning, Your Honor. Brianna Kingsley appearing on behalf of the plaintiff.
All right, Ms. Dickinson, your name again, ma'am.
Diane Dickinson.
Did you listen to and understand the rights on the video, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Do you wish to speak to a lawyer or apply for funding?
No.
All right. Did you guys resolve this? I heard you were in a breakout room.
We did, Your Honor.
Okay. Is it a consent judgment or conditional dismissal?
A consent judgment with the following terms.
Okay.
Right to retain $1,589.09. One late fee, $50. Court costs $189.79 for a total of $1,828.88. Ms. Dickinson and the occupant Brian List, who has consented to this as well, will pay $500 by 3/12. So long as they make that payment, they can have until 3/27 to come up with the remaining balance. And they both have provided me with permission to sign their names to the consent judgment.
When's the balance due? March
7th.
All right. Ms. Dickinson, do you agree to those terms?
Yes.
Sir, what is your name?
First name is Brian, Brian, and last name is Liss, Lis, sir.
All right. You talked to Ms. Kingsley too, and you agree to these terms as another occupant, correct?
That is correct, sir.
So you understand that the total amount due and owing, and I want you to correct me if I'm wrong, Ms. Kingsley, is $1828.88, and you have to pay $500 by March 12th. If you do, the writ date is extended until March the 27th. You understand and agree to that, Ms. Dickinson?
Yes.
Mr. Liss?
Yes, sir.
Since you are unrepresented by a lawyer, you have 3 business days to come in here and fill out a motion to set aside the judgment. And you have 10 days to appeal this. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Any questions, Mrs. Dickinson?
No.
Mr. Liss?
None at all, sir.
Good luck to you folks. Thank you very much. Tanglewood versus John Paul, or Pal, P-A-L-L 2600752. Is he here?
No, Your Honor, Mr. Paul did not check in.
You paid for a second mailing. You can go ahead and take a default.
Thank you very much, Your Honor. Brianna Kingsley appearing on behalf of the plaintiff. In light of the defendant's failure to appear, I would request entry of a default possession-only judgment. Rent to retain, $1,232.97. There is one late fee for $50. Court costs $189.79 for a total of $1472.76 to be paid on or before March 12th, 2026.
Default judgments entered. Defendant failed to appear. The relief request will be granted. Writ date will be March the 12th of 26, and the amount to be paid to save it from the issuance of the writ is $1472.76. Is that it for you?
That is it for me, Judge. Thank you very much. Have a nice
I
day.
haven't seen you in a while. You doing all right?
I know I've been busy. I've been doing the Flint docket Mondays in person, so
Oh,
lucky me.
have a good day. Thanks.
Thanks, Judge.
Golden Management versus Kelly Williamson, 2600754. Counsel, your appearance. Ms. Williamson, unmute and tell me your name.
Kelly Williamson.
Counsel, your appearance.
Good afternoon, Your Honor, or good morning, Your Honor. Carlise Rio Santiago, P89136, standing in for Lowney.
Ms. Williamson, did you listen to and understand the rights on the video?
Yes.
Do you wish to apply for funding or speak to a lawyer?
If I could speak to her in a breakout room.
Can you tell me the amount is owed? Maybe I can help expedite this. The total balance.
Yes, Your Honor, total balance is $4,382.23. That includes rent, cost, and other money due.
I mean, if you guys want to, go ahead. I'll be glad to let you do that. Go ahead into a breakout room and I'll come out when you're done. Thanks.
Thank you,
Is
Your Honor.
Concord and Mount here?
They are
Jennifer?
not here. They are not here yet, Judge. We did receive, I do believe a consent or a conditional dismissal, but I do not have them zoomed in yet.
Well, I'm going to have to cover it with them.
Okay.
Will you do me a favor? And let me.
A young defendant thought he was about to receive an easy probation deal. Instead, one answer made the judge stop the hearing immediately. The case involved a young man charged with engaging in organized criminal activity after participating in a paintball shooting incident involving several people. Prosecutors had already negotiated a plea agreement that would allow him to receive 3 years of deferred probation instead of a felony conviction, if the judge accepted the agreement. At first, everything seemed routine. The defendant confirmed he understood the paperwork, the consequences of pleading guilty, and the rights he was giving up. Then the judge asked one simple question. Did you do what they've charged you with? Instead of answering clearly, the defendant hesitated. He insisted that he believed what he actually committed was only a misdemeanor assault, not organized criminal activity. Immediately, the judge stopped the plea. She refused to accept a guilty plea from someone who wasn't completely certain about what he was admitting. Rather than rushing through the paperwork, she ordered the defendant to step outside with his attorney and carefully discuss the law before making any decision. After speaking privately with counsel, the defendant returned to court. This time, he clearly admitted his guilt. The judge accepted the plea, but she wasn't finished. Looking directly at the young man, she explained that what he and his friends had done was far more dangerous than they seemed to realize. Driving around shooting paintball guns at strangers might sound like a prank to some people, but she warned that it could easily have resulted in someone losing an eye or suffering permanent injuries. Even worse, she reminded him that in today's world, people often mistake paintball guns for real firearms. Someone could have legally responded with deadly force, believing they were under attack. According to the judge, the defendants were lucky nobody had been killed that day. She continued by explaining that deferred probation wasn't a reward, it was an opportunity. If he successfully completed probation, the felony conviction could eventually be avoided. But if he violated